I really wanted to take the Cobra out for a drive. It's getting really nice around here as far as the weather goes. My brother and I will take turns inviting each other to go for a ride in one of our Cobras. And so I was going to go fill up on some ethanol clear gasoline, premium 91. It's what we can get around here. And I was talking with my brother about it, and I told him I wanted to hear the car and experience it from the outside. And it was really cool because we went to a place where we used to go in high school and sit and watch the cars drive down the main boulevard, and I got to sit there and watch my Cobra drive around as if it was brand new, and it just brought back a lot of memories. Now I know these pictures aren't the greatest. I wasn't out there trying to take good pictures of the car. This is just screenshots from the video that you'll see here. But just pay attention to how the wheels shine when they're the machined wheels. Not the chrome wheels, but they have a special shine at night and they reflect really well. So as you watch the car driving around, see if you can catch a glimpse of that, because our first Mustangs, even though they were the 15-inch wheels, they were V6 Mustangs, they had that same machined aluminum look to them, and so it looks really cool driving at night, especially with the neon lights of the ice cream place behind it. It's just a really cool part of town. It was always fun to go there at night. So that was really fun, and got the car home, and the next day we were out enjoying just a nice day again. Decided to go for another drive, and we went out towards a different part of town that's new, getting developed, and it's just fun to drive around these new places. And there's like this roundabout I wanted to drive around. I was like, hey, just record me driving around here. And as I was waiting for my brother to get back in the car, I was idling, and these people in their backyard were looking at me, and they're like, hey, light them up, spin the tires, let's see what it'll do. Put on a show for the kids. And so I did, and I wish I would have recorded it. And so then my wife and I had some errands to run. She had to go to the college with something she's finishing up, and usually we take the Tahoe or the Yellow Mach 1. I never seem to take my Terminator. I'll always talk myself out of taking it when we go on errands because it's, hard to put the car seats in it. I always put padding down so it doesn't crinkle the seats, and it runs on the 91 clear, so it's kind of more expensive to drive the Cobra places. But this time I said, let's take it. It's a beautiful day. It was so nice. So we took the Cobra for a nice little drive, and we did that. Then we stopped here, went for a walk in the snow neighborhood to check things out, and it was just nice to have the car and drive it around and be able to use it and enjoy such a perfect day. And when I got home, I always opened the hood, let it cool down, and I was looking at the engine bay here, and it doesn't pick it up very well on camera, but the valve covers that are actually powder coated from Ford, and that plaque were shining so nicely. I really liked them, and I wanted to capture that, but I didn't. But while I was looking at the car, I noticed It was kind of dirty. I had some time in the parking lot to look it over in detail. I noticed that the side scoops here were kind of dirty, and it wasn't the kind of dirt that just comes off. It was some grime that's been on there that's kind of in the deep to reach areas. So I got some clay bar, and I went at it a little bit like this first, and it wasn't really coming off as easily as I thought it would, and so I went ahead and tried some other compounding. You can see how dirty it is there. Um, but if you look here, it's kind of foggy in this little area here in front of the scoop, and so I went through with some compound, and you can see here how nice it looks. See the reflection of the camera there. Use some Chemical Guys stuff. I think that's what it is, Chemical Guys. My friend's a detailer and he gave me all the different ones to use, but you can see how it is kind of dirty there on the front, and with some of that cleaner and clay bar, especially in these little cracks here where there's buildup that doesn't just wash off. You got to really be careful and get that out, and it came out pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it definitely looks a lot better than it was, especially in those little cracks. And on the side skirts, you can see they're kind of cloudy here on the top of them, where they've probably never been washed. I've cleaned them. I cleaned the door jambs when I got the car, but you can see now after compounding it, it really came out nicely. And I just did it by hand. I didn't use a buffer or anything. You can see the bottom of these door skins, how nice they look. And I just cleaned them up. They didn't take much. And you know, these days cars like these New Edge Mustangs are all rusted out, and the door jambs is a place where you want to really look around and inspect, make sure that there's no rust forming there. My friend who worked for Ford for 31 years as an engineer, he told me that he always looks at the door jambs underneath. That's where he sees the real story of a car. So I cleaned them up, and I know this is a desert car. It's never had any rust or anything, but I made sure to get under there and clean that out really well. But anyway, that's just a little update of the Cobra. Just enjoying the car, driving it around. I did have a RT Challenger come up and try to run me, and I whooped him pretty good. And you know, but I'm not out like racing the car, doing a whole lot with it. I'm just enjoying the car as it is, and so having fun with it, and that's what these cars are for. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the update on my Torch Red 03 Cobra, and stay tuned for more Mustang content.